Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick, Colorado. My name is Michaela. This morning we are going through the highly anticipated and long-awaited 2026 Logan Coach Horsepower Chris Burandt Edition. I am so excited to bring it to you guys this morning here on the lot, run you through all those unique features that Chris Burandt has added to these trailers and show you why it has made such a big difference to him and why he decided to option them out this way and bring it to you guys in these high quality Logan Coach Horsepower snowmobile trailers. But before we get to it here in person, we're gonna go ahead and pull up that drawing together and just run you through the dimensions of this one. We are gonna be 7'6" tall and 8'6" wide on all of these models. This one specifically is gonna be one of our gooseneck models, and it is the 31 feet on the floor. In your drawing, you can see a lot of how it lays out with your heated locker, your boot box, your fold down benches, your tables, and all those coat hooks along with your rear ramp and your front side ramp. But we're gonna go ahead and get to this trailer here in person and take a look at it together. If you guys are in town, I know we've had a couple walking through the lot already on their travels in to the National Western Complex for that Snomo Expo. We're down there tonight and tomorrow. We've got a couple down there and we've got a couple here and we've got a bunch more coming for you guys. This one here specifically is our silver and black two-tone exterior. They're gonna be the two-tone exterior. I know our one down at the show is a white with a black, so you guys can change these colors if you're looking at ordering one, waiting till something else comes in with different colors. This one's that silver and black. And up top, our Logan Coach Chris Burandt graphics right here are going to be red on this guy. We can change those colors as well if you guys are looking for some different colors. I know our one at the Snomo Expo has the blue teal color to it. I think that one looks really sharp, but I do like the red on here with this silver and black. Down below, we've kind of got that tread bright carried down low, just added protection where you're going to be kicking up the rocks and the salt spray as you guys are traveling through the mountains with these sled trailers. Went ahead and did the black tread bright so it matches with your silver and black exterior. Do have our 48-inch axle spread on there as well while you guys are taking a look down low. Got our aluminum wheels, 6,000-pound Dexter rubber torsion axles. But we got that spread there, just really helps with weight distribution, helps it pull a lot better, keeps a lot of that tongue weight off of your truck, and evens out when you do hit those bumps. As you guys are driving up to the mountains on those dirt roads full of potholes, this is just gonna help. When that tire's in a bump, this one's out on that smooth surface, and vice versa. Once that one steps out and this one's going in, so it really helps for a smoother ride there. We do have our dovetail on this one, so coming back here, see a little bit of that angle right there. And as we're back here on this rear post, we have all of our light switches. These are gonna be controlling all of the lights either within and the exterior of this trailer. I've got them all turned on right now so you guys can demonstrate and just see exactly how bright these lights are. We do have our rear ramp here with the cable assist, and then it's got your caliper grips on it as well. So think you guys are out in the snow, you've got you're getting the ice and the losing your traction in your grip on just regular rubber mats. This one's gonna have those really deep grips to them. So when you are running your sleds up in here, get a little bit of gumption, but it's gonna give you something for your sled tracks to push off of as you're driving up into this space. And then also if you guys are just walking up and down this ramp with your boots, it's gonna give you something to grip on as well. I know I actually had a horse trailer customer here a couple days ago that they also ride sleds, and they were telling me, they're like, I don't want a rear ramp on my horse trailer because I know how slippery it gets on my sled trailer. And then when they were here picking up their horse trailer, I was able to show them, and they were like, this is quite a bit different from just the rubber mat they had on their sled trailer. So they were walking through these, they were highly impressed. Like, yeah, we definitely wouldn't be sliding down something like this. And then we have this cover right here. This is like a little flip cover that's just covering this gap right here. So it just evens it out, gets you a nice surface to climb in through here. And then when you are shutting your ramp, it's really easy. It holds itself up. So it's not like you're having to hold that up and quick shut the ramp or anything like that. It's just a flip up and then you close the ramp behind it. And then while you guys are down there, we do have floor drains. We're gonna have them front and rear in these Chris Burandt editions. So you're just gonna pick up on this guy and it pulls out. So you can remove all of these. It's gonna help you guys when you are running your broom and sweeping out this space back here, trying to get all the moisture out of this trailer. You've got them front and back, which is great because no matter what surface you're parked on and where your sleds are parked in here and where all that moisture is building up, you can run it to the front or the back. Getting a good look inside of this space down low, we're gonna have that airliner track that's run full length on both sides. Really makes it really versatile with this track, and we'll just start here and look at these guys. But you're gonna have this ring right here, and this piece is gonna be able to move anywhere that you see these little cutouts. So you can actually run this all the way full length up and down this trailer. Gives you a lot of versatility when you are strapping stuff down in here. So this is truly designed as your sled trailer, but with all of these features, it's gonna be super easy to dual purpose this with your side-by-sides, your ATVs, your dirt bikes, whatever you need to strap down in here. You're gonna be able to hit it from both sides, front to back, wherever you need to. And then coming right here, our first one, we have a horizontal fold-down bench right here. Spaced really well because you do have a fold-down table right here. So when you are getting ready, you've got your hats, your gloves, your helmets, your goggles, all of your gear, all of that small gear, you guys can set it up here while you're over here putting on your boots, putting on all of your suit jackets and all your other longer gear. You're over here getting ready. All of your small gear is right up here. But you guys do travel with friends, travel with family. They're also getting ready. I'm just pointing out a spacing aspect that right here, they're gonna be getting ready up here. You're gonna be getting ready back here. You've got all of your gear spread around. Now you guys are not interfering with each other. These are perfectly spaced where you each have your own space. You guys all can get ready at the same time. You're not gonna be slowing things down by stepping on each other and getting in everyone's way. So really great spacing there for all of these extra features for you guys to get ready. All of these walls are lined and insulated as well. So you guys are seeing that white sheeting throughout this trailer. The floor is also insulated. So it's 3-inch thick. So I want you guys to keep that in mind if we are looking at rear door clearance. This is going to be an 81-inch clearance door right here because we have that 3-inch thick insulated floor on these Chris Burandt Editions, as well as your Zebros. Down into your pro models of the Logan Coach Horsepower, you don't have that 3-inch thick floor, so you actually get an 84-inch door opening. So those of you looking for like a hunting trailer or camping trailer that have the taller side-by-sides, keep that in mind. One of the big things that Chris Burandt hit on when he was optioning out these trailers is lights. He's big on lights. You guys are gonna notice they already come with a lot of lights. I think he's at least doubled that. So you're gonna have a lot of great visibility inside of this space, especially with that white sheeting. It kind of reflects off each other. It's really just gonna brighten this up, open it up, and give you guys lots of visibility. I was just speaking with someone else here about how when you guys are working out of these trailers, it's mostly in the winter time, right? So December, January, February, it's the darker days. I woke up this morning at 6 o'clock. I left my house at 6:30, 6:45, and it was still dark. And I'm like, well, it's about to be that time of year, right? So even if you guys are getting ready, even if it's not that early in the morning, like 6:30, it's still pitch black outside. So walk in here, it's gonna be bright as if it were daytime outside. Right here, we've got one of those Max Air fans. We actually have two on these Chris Burandt Editions. So this is gonna be really important for that ventilation. You guys are starting your sleds in this space. You need to vent that exhaust coming out of those. You definitely don't want to be starting your sleds in a fully enclosed trailer. That's going to help just move it up out of this space. They are electric, so you're able to pop that cover and it's just really going to pull the air out. So really important to have that guy back here. And then over here, additional hanging space, because you can never have too much hanging space in these sled trailers with all the gear that you guys have. Nice row right here to be able to hang stuff up. And then over here you have this oil caddy cabinet. So perfect spot for all of your oils and your WD-40s. Down here, just a little bit extra storage to set the bigger items in, the bigger cans that don't quite fit in those right there. And then down below, we do have this bar. It is a removable bar. So you guys can take that guy out and see it's got that cutout right there so that you can get it back in and it will stay in that spot. But perfect if you are looking to hang your shop rags right there and be able to pull off of those. You can take that out, slide your shop rags on there, and then put it back in. Over here, we've got one of our frameless windows. We're gonna have one on each side. So they are opposing each other right here, right in the center of your trailer. Also just gonna be really great for that ventilation aspect. These are just gonna pop open. You're just gonna turn that and pops open right there. So when you are either starting your sleds or you're turning on those heaters, we have two in this guy, the 40,000 and that bigger 75,000 hot dog heater. You guys flip those on, that air is gonna be pushing back here with force. You're really gonna gonna get hot in here quickly. So looking to move that air out, you think your furnaces are up at the front of this trailer, it's pushing the air back here. You need somewhere for that air to go. So you can be utilizing your max air fan, and you can be utilizing these to give it a really good airflow and not just start to get stagnant in this space. Down below, this is going to be an exterior door. I'll show you guys when we get outside, but it's going to be your fuel access door. So when you are pulling through those fueling stations, you can just run your nozzle in here, hand it off to your buddy, and fill up your sleds inside of the trailer. You're not having to try and get through a man door, climb around, get through the back, unload your sleds or anything like that. Super convenient. Run your nozzle through and fill up all your sleds in this space. Flipping back over here, we're going to have cabinetry up high. These are just nice lockers, just good extra storage. These ones are not heated or ventilated, but just a good space for those dry items you want to throw in here, keep them contained. And then Chris Burandt did add a lot of extra hooks. So lights and hooks. Standard, you're still going to get quite a few hooks in these Logan Coach Horsepowers. He went ahead and added a bunch more because you're always going to be hanging stuff, whether it's your hats, your gloves, your suit jackets, your bibs, overalls, anything like that. You can hang them up anywhere. You can hang up your buddy stuff. You're going to have tons of good hanging space. And then also your avalanche bags. I know those guys need to charge. And Chris Burandt knows they need to charge. So he went ahead and added a bunch of these charging outlets right below these hooks. So you guys can be hanging those bags and charging them all along this wall, all below your cabinetry here. There's the other one of our frameless awning windows for your ventilation right there. And continued with the hooks. Up above, we've got a nice just storage tray right here to be able to set all of your gear up in here. It does have this lip on it, so everything is going to set down inside of there, so it's not going to go jumping off this shelf as you guys are bouncing through the mountains to get up to where you're going. Always good to have storage. You can never have too much storage, especially when you have a plug above it too, and you've got the lights. You can see what's in this space, but if anything needs to charge, you're always going to be charging something, whether it's your flashlight, your power tools, anything like that. They're going to set up in this space. You can charge it conveniently from right there. We have additional cabinetry over here. Just two more of those cabinets, those lockers right there. Again, these ones are not the heated or ventilated ones yet, but just good extra storage. They're on that gas shock, so they're going to stay flipped up there for you and up out of your way. Down below, we've got more of those chargers for your avalanche bags and those coat hooks, as well as another drop-down table. So just nice to have those. They do fold up out of the way, so if you guys don't want them, just keep them stuck up against the wall there. You don't have to use them. But if you're looking for a space to eat off of, a workshop table, something to use set your power tools on, set your helmets on, same with back there, we had that drop table. You guys can utilize this for whatever you need, and then easily just tuck it back up out of your way. Up in front of our lockers right here, we do have additional outlets, a nice little just storage pocket right there, and a touch screen radio. I've turned them on, I think, in all of ours already, just to test out those speakers. They do work really well, and I love that they're touchscreen. They're super easy to use as well. Additional coat hooks over here with, again, conveniently located chargers above them all, as well as lights. So you guys hang all of your gear up here, charge it, hang your avalanche bags up here as well. Whatever you guys need. You got heated vests you need to recharge, heated jackets, anything like that. You guys are just going to have tons of options and versatility within this setup. Now, up front, we've got, I keep talking about lockers and cabinetry. These ones are going to be the heated and ventilated options. So this one here is going to be perfect. It's got the shelves in it, but it's also got this wide open space over here. So if you guys want to separate out your goggles, your hats, your gloves, mittens, all of your jackets, pants, gear over here, you have the options to really spread it out. But then important to note that not only is it heated, but it's also ventilated. So think if this space were just heated, it's going to turn into like a sauna in there. Nothing's going to dry. It's going to be hot, but it's probably going to get wetter than it was when you guys put it in there because of all that heat. So it's heated and ventilated. It keeps that air moving through there and really dries out your gear. I think whenever you do go snowmobiling, it's wintertime, you're obviously in the snow, your gear is going to get wet. That's just inevitable. You guys cannot avoid that. But now what you don't have to do is you don't have to take your soaking wet gear in your pickup truck, take it into your house, try to get it in your dryer there, take it in your hotel room, take it in your VRBO that you guys are renting. You don't have to worry about that. You can set it all in here, go out to dinner, let it dry, and it'll be ready for you the next day. Next door, we do have your boot dryer. So dual purpose as a bench, step up into your nose, but then also this lid lifts up, also on a gas shock. So it's gonna stay up too. And I love that because you're not trying to hold this guy up while you're getting stuff in here. It's just gonna flip up and stays open. And then you guys can turn those boots upside down and set them on those posts right there. It is heated and it is ventilated as well. So we're keeping that heat moving through there, drying things out, but then ventilated is pushing that air out of there. It's not staying stagnant in that same space. So you guys do have your 40,000 BTU furnace on here, and you also have your 75,000 hot dog heater. So really pushing a lot of heat into this trailer. Your floor, I talked about being insulated, your walls and your ceiling are all lined and insulated. So it's gonna be a very warm trailer within this space once you guys do turn those on. So if you are skipping that VRBO and you're camping out of this space, stay plenty warm in here. If you guys want to use it for hunting as well, that was a great option that you guys could do with this trailer and really dual purpose it. Use it in the fall, use it in the winter, take it camping in the summer, load all of your toys in here. It's got that heater, keeps you guys warm overnight. Up front, that's that second floor drain I was talking about. So nice that it is spaced out. And again, you've got your sleds up here as well. You got some moisture that comes with them. So be able to shovel it right into that space, pop those drain plugs and pour it out right there. And then up above, take you guys floors to ceiling. We have our second max air fan up there. So again, just ventilation. You guys are turning your sleds on in here. You're running these heaters. That it needs somewhere to go. It's really important in these trailers to have somewhere to go. Maybe you're starting your ATVs and your dirt bikes in here. We need those exhaust fumes to get out. That's going to be that ventilation aspect right there. Now up in the nose, we did do that carpet, and it is the upgraded carpet. It's really nice. It's not that shallow marine grade carpeting we're used to seeing on our horse trailers from Logan. It's the upgraded. It's a little bit deeper, almost like a shaggier carpet, but really nice. If you guys are going to throw your bed rolls up in there, throw a sleeping bag, you guys have your frameless windows on each side, so you can pop those open for ventilation, get some air moving up there. But then up in the front, you guys were just checking that out, we do have an additional speaker for radio up there. We also have our Xantrax inverter, because in this one we are set up to use our batteries and run our heater, our 75,000 heater off of that with that inverter setup. And then down below that is our breakers. That little lid pops off. You can check your breakers from right there. An outlet, and above our outlet we have our solar panel charging. You guys can view kind of what wattage we're bringing in and how we're charging our batteries. But we do have solar on top of this trailer, so that's keeping our batteries topped off and maintained. When you're not plugged into that 7-pin, maybe you're just off-grid remote, it's parked, you guys are charging via that solar up on top. And then we do have our shore power cord right here as well. If you guys are plugged in, you got your portable gen in the bed of your truck, you guys can plug that guy in there to keep charged as well. Now I'm just going to point out a couple things before we head out our side ramp right here. We did have, Chris Burandt did add these two lights straight down the center right here. Those big strip lights, like I said, really well lit area within here. And then our center point hoist right here. If you guys are working off your sleds, you need to pull them up and get to work on them. Pull up your engine from right here. You guys have this hoist right here to use that. And then we do have a front side ramp on this one. So if you guys are someone that likes to run your sleds straight on and straight off, you don't want to have to back them up. You know, a lot of the older sleds never had reverse on them. Of course they do now, but still don't want to use that feature. You guys, this is a drive on, drive off trailer. Same setup as our rear ramp. It's got those nice grips on them, so you're really going to have a lot of traction. Again, still going to want to really send it up in there, but you're going to have that grip when you do. And then we do have the flips as well. So I'm just going to show you guys with this cable assist how easily these ramps work. So I'm flipped that guy up. I'm going to flip this one up. And then the ramp is already kind of wanting to come up because of this cable. It's really, really easy. So super easy to do. You don't have to worry about trying to push that guy way up there. It looks really big and really intimidating, but if I can pick it up with one finger and it self closes, don't even worry about trying to get this guy up when you're in a hurry. It's going to close itself. Then you guys will notice up above we have two over our side ramp here of those huge 24-inch lights. They are very, very bright. They give you guys tons of exterior visibility out here. And then we have our third one located over our man door. being that all of this is located on this side of the trailer, we have all these lights right here just shining over here. So when you are trying to load your sleds back in at the end of the day, unload them first thing in the morning and it's still pitch black out at 7 a.m., you guys have those lights right there. We do have our man door right here with a fold down step. And it has the keyless combo lock on it, part of your Chris Burandt Edition package. It also locks with a key, of course. This is going to be just your man door. Gets you in and out of this space. You guys are not needing to use those ramps. You just need to get in here. You're going to go fuel your sleds and you need to climb in. This is going to be access right there. And then your fuel door back here. Saw that guy from the inside, but this is your exterior view right over your axles here. Gets you guys into your trailer space right here without having to unload those sleds. And then down below, I don't have my trailer, my 7-pin's not plugged in, so you guys are not seeing marker lights, but I wanted to point out down low these lights that you see that are white right now. These are turned on because I have my toggle switch turned on for my reverse lights. Also part of your Chris Burandt Edition package. There's a toggle switch where you guys can turn those on and off. If you guys are not reversing, it's still giving you guys more visibility. So I like that you can turn those on and really see everything really clearly off the side of this trailer. But we do have part of your Chris Burandt Edition package. We have 4 additional marker lights down low on your bottom rail and 4 additional marker lights up high on your top rail. Like I said, lights are a big one on this guy and these upgrades. We do have a hydraulic jack. So push of a button goes up and down. Your controls are right here. And I love that they're recessed back in behind this cover. So when you guys are running this in the middle of January and you're flying through the snow and the salt and all the road spray, it's contained within this space. You don't have to worry about it getting damaged or corroded. This is going to be push button, runs your jack up and down, and then keeps it secure behind that door. Same kind of theory up here with our front end enclosure. This is going to be on all of their goosenecks. You guys are going to have this roll up garage door. It works really easily. You guys can do it dang near with one hand if I'm not left-handed. But this is going to be the same concept as over there, covering the controls for our jack. This is going to be right behind your tow vehicle. So when you guys are running on the snowy roads, you got your salt spraying up in here, you're getting that slush spray and ice coating right here. This is just protecting the entire front side of your trailer from your tow vehicle's kickback. Behind the roll-up door, we're going to have 2 30-pound propane tanks. We have those 2 big heaters on this guy, so lots of propane on board is important to keep those guys going. 2 batteries up here in an aluminum battery tray, and those plastic battery boxes, also just more protection. We do have our battery disconnect switch right here. So this one's important to note. I have it turned on right now so I can demonstrate all those lights that Chris added to these trailers. If you guys are not charging via your 7-pin, you guys are parked for the day, you're out sledding around, I would make sure you turn that off so you don't accidentally drain your batteries. But when you come back and you want those batteries to turn on and show you guys all of your lights, flip that guy back on. Electric jack right here. And then Chris also added this second storage tray right here. Again, you can never have too much storage. Great spot to have the more dirty exterior storage. Right now it actually has your crank handle to lower your spare tire, which is underneath your dovetail back there. So that's where that guy's located, but you can easily just throw like your tire change equipment in this tray as well as right here because they are enclosed behind your roll-up door. And then for charging your 7-pin, now it's going to be located up here. So underneath our gooseneck right here is where you're plugging in your 30 amp, your shore power cord, because you think if you've got your portable gen sitting in the bed of your truck, this is located over the bed of your truck. You're very easily going to be plugged into your gen and plugged into right there, and then you have your full 30 amp service. And you do have your standard 7-pin on this guy to run those marker lights, trailer brakes, and slowly trickle charge your batteries that way as well. All of the front of this trailer is coated in their Vortex lining. If you guys are not familiar with that, I really do encourage you to check out Logan Coach's social media because they have a great video that demonstrates someone stepping on a pop can prior to being sprayed with Vortex lining, crushes with ease. They spray the pop can or a new pop can with Vortex lining and they try and step on it, doesn't move. So it adds a lot of structural integrity, but also is just a great protectant to the exterior of your trailer. Just keep talking about that salt spray from the roads that time of year when you guys are using this trailer. just going to really protect against corrosion. You do get a limited lifetime corrosion warranty with that product. Also, you're going to have an 8-year structure warranty and then 2-year hitch to bumper, being a brand new 2026 Logan coach trailer. This one's a 31-foot gooseneck. Going to be where they also make them in a 29-foot gooseneck, 33, and a 35. So if you guys are looking to haul more sleds, you need the bigger space. We have them in 33s and 35s. This 31 really does fit probably a good 6 sleds and keeps it really manageable to get you in those tighter mountain parking lots up there. Also have these in bumper pulls in a 21, a 25, and a 29 foot. I know we've got 2 of those available. Just so you guys know, this one here is already sold. One of my customers did put his name on this one the day it got in, but we still have 2 at that Snomo Expo that don't have a sold sticker on them yet. We would be glad to help you guys put a sold sticker on one of those. We do have a bumper pull here on the lot, doesn't have a sold sticker, and we've got more of these coming. If you guys are looking for a bigger one or a smaller one, different colors, let me know. I would be so glad to help you guys get your name on one of those. But if you guys want to reference this photo gallery or this video, your stock number on this one's 5N250912, 2026 Logan Coach Horsepower Chris Burandt Edition. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. Come see us at the National Western Complex for that Snomo Expo today and tomorrow. Otherwise, we're back here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick, Colorado, right on I-25. My name is Michaela Hall. Please text me or call me at 303-918-6367. Shoot me an email, michaela.hall@transwest.com. See you guys next time.